Lightning tears the sky, a jagged scar, bleeding light. I'm Nyasha, ghost in the cockpit, hands locked on the controls of a doomed plane. Rain hammers the glass. Each drop a pulse in the storm's black heart. Spark, my squirrel shadow, twitches on my shoulder, his eyes catching danger's glint. A beep slices the thunder, a bomb, wired to kill. Buried in the cargo hold. It's my tech, my scar, my past reborn as death. The plane carries scientists, their quantum minds a threat to shadow players. My failure in Mali, my flawed chip. Lives lost, haunts me. The agency I served now hunts me, their betrayal a blade in the dark. My pulse is lethal calm, my mind a grid. Threats, assets, timelines. Spark's claws grip tight. His loyalty, my only light. The storm's a black hole, swallowing us whole. 30 minutes to disarm the device, or we're ash. My silhouette, carved by lightning, is a vow. I'll save them. Atone for Mali, for Caldwell. The beep accelerates, a death knell in the chaos. I'm a ghost, but ghosts fight back. The sky roars, daring me to break. I won't. Surgical precision steadies my hands. Spark's ready, his agility my edge. The scientist's lives hang on us. The agency thinks I'm their pawn. They're wrong. I'm the hunter, unseen, lethal. The cockpit's a crucible, my scar's a map. The storm's a beast, but I'm its match. Will we outrun the dark, the betrayal, the past? The answer's in the shadows, where ghosts like me thrive. I'm Nyasha, shadow player. Once a covert blade honed in Spetsnaz alleys, now a pilot dodging ghosts. The cockpit's my cage, dials glowing like enemy eyes in the dusk, watching, judging my every move. Spark, my squirrel ally, perches on the co-pilot's seat, claws tapping a rhythm of trust forged in Cairo's shadows, in Mali's ash. We're flying 6 scientists, their quantum energy research a spark that could burn empires. Topple cartels. My hands, scarred from those failures, grip the yoke with lethal calm, each scar a map of my sins. 3 years ago, my pride, my security chip, cracked open. Terrorists slipped through. A breach that left blood, fire, and ghosts in my wake. Mali's screams still echo, Caldwell's betrayal a scar deeper than skin, a knife in my trust. I quit the agency, swore off tech. Sought redemption in the skies, but ghosts don't let go. Spark's eyes meet mine, bright with faith, a silent vow from our covert days when he slipped through vents, saved my skin. Just cargo, Spark. I mutter, but my gut screams lies, a venom in the air. The scientists type furiously, their screens casting pale ghosts in the cabin, unaware of the storm brewing, outside and within me. The radio crackles, warning of turbulent skies ahead, a beast stirring. I adjust my headset, muscles coiling like a spring, my pulse steady but sharp. The agency cleared this flight, but their shadow clings, a poison I can't shake. My chip's failure cost lives, innocence, colleagues, trust. I won't let it happen again. Spark nuzzles my shoulder, grounding my rage. His warmth my anchor in this crucible. The plane hums, slicing through clouds heavy with menace. Each rumble a challenge to my resolve. I scan the instruments, every beep a potential trap, every flicker a threat waiting to strike. My mind's a grid. Threats, assets, timelines, a Spetsnaz blueprint for survival. The scientists' work could shift global power, topple cartels, rewrite the world. Someone wants them silenced, and I'm in the crosshairs. I feel it, a weight heavier than the storm, a blade at my throat. Spark's tail flicks, agreeing. His instincts as sharp as mine. Rain taps the windshield, a prelude to chaos. Each drop a reminder of Mali's rain-soaked ruins, where my code failed. I check the flight path, my pulse a blade's edge. Cutting through doubt. Flashbacks hit, screams, fire, my chip unraveling. Caldwell's cold eyes as he walked away. I shake them off, focusing on the yoke, my hands steady despite the ghosts. Too sterile, a lie wrapped in protocol. Their fingers are in this. I know it, a shadow player's game. Lightning flickers, painting my silhouette in stark relief against the rain-slicked glass. A ghost staring down fate. I'm Nyasha, forged in betrayal, shaped by scars, a shadow player reborn. The plane banks, engine steady under my command, a machine bending to my will. Spark's ready. His agility my ace in this deadly game. My past is a map, its scars guiding my hands. I adjust the throttle, eyes locked on the horizon, where storm and truth collide. The scientist's lives hang on my skill, my will to fight. I won't flinch, won't break. The storm's a beast, but I'm its hunter, a ghost in the system. The sky's a black hole, daring me to falter. I don't. I'm Nyasha, and I see through lies. The storm strikes like a Spetsnaz ambush, raw, merciless, a beast unleashed. Lightning sears the sky, my cockpit a crucible of shadow and light. A battleground of ghosts. I grip the yoke, surgical precision countering the plane's violent shudders, my scars a map of resolve. Spark clings to the console, fur bristling, eyes sharp with instinct. The scientists, noses buried in laptops, don't see me slip to the hold, their screens casting pale ghosts. I pry the panel, breath catching, heart a drum. There it is, a bomb, sleek, military. Its timer glowing. 45 minutes to ash, to oblivion. It's my tech, my chip, twisted into death, a scar reborn. Molly's ghosts scream, my fault, my failure, blood on my hands. Spark scurries to me, nose twitching at the wires, his trust my only anchor in this black hole. I trace the circuits, recognizing my own design, now a traitor, a venom in the system. The agency's shadow looms, thick, poisonous, a shadow player's strike. This isn't random sabotage, it's surgical, personal, and I'm the target. The scientist's quantum work threatens cartels, governments. My old masters, shadow players with long knives. I'm their fall guy, my past their weapon, my chip their blade. I seal the hold, back to the cockpit, locking the door with a click like a trigger. The storm's a black hole, pulling us in, its roar a challenge. Timer, 43 minutes. I grab my toolkit, hands steady, mind a grid, circuits, traps, timelines, a Spetsnaz blueprint. The bomb's tamper-proof, rigged to detonate if I slip, a death trap wearing my face. My design, my curse, my scar. Spark chitters, urging action, his eyes of fire in the dark. The plane lurches. Lightning carving my silhouette against the rain-slicked glass, a ghost in the system. I stabilize it, autopilot straining under the storm's claws, engine screaming. The scientists call out, nervous. Their voices a distant hum. I signal silence, my voice a low blade, cutting through fear. My mind races, who planted this? Why now? The agency's fingerprints are everywhere. Their Omega signal buried in the code, a venom I know too well. My chip, my failure, their trap. The storm static could trigger it early, a death knell in the chaos. I recalibrate auxiliary systems, shielding the hold from lightning's bite, my hands moving with lethal calm. Timer, 41 minutes. Sparks my edge, his agility my ace in this deadly game. The scientists' lives are my redemption. Their quantum work my duty to protect. I probe the bomb's casing, decoding its locks, my mind a scalpel slicing through betrayal. The storm roars, daring me to break. Its thunder a challenge to my will. I won't. My past, Molly's ash, Caldwell's lies, fuels me, a fire in my scars. The beep's relentless, a pulse of judgment, but I'm a ghost in their system, unseen. Lethal. Lightning flashes, my face a map of scars, resolve unyielding, a vow carved in chiaroscuro. The sky's a battlefield, a black hole of chaos, and I'm its hunter, ready to fight. Timer, 40 minutes. The storm's a beast, clawing the plane, its roar a challenge to my will. I'm Nyasha, forged in fire, a ghost in the system. Sparks on my shoulder. His warmth my only calm in this crucible, his eyes of fire in the dark. The bomb's my past, my chip, my failure, wired to kill, a scar reborn. Molly's ghosts haunt me, my code breached, lives burned. Blood staining my hands. Caldwell's betrayal, a knife in my trust, drove me from the agency, from tech, to the skies for redemption. But they've dragged me back, their shadow a venom in the air. The scientists, their quantum dreams a threat to shadow players, are my duty, my shield against the past. Not again. I vow, voice a low blade, cutting through doubt. Spark's tail flicks. A nod in the chaos. The cockpit's my war room, dials glowing like enemy eyes, watching, judging. I seal the hold, shielding the passengers from truth, from danger. Lightning paints my silhouette. A ghost against the storm's glare, sharp in chiaroscuro. My hands, scarred from Molly, from Caldwell, move with surgical precision, a Spetsnaz blade honed in battle. The bomb's my tech, my sin, my scar, pounding my resolve like gunfire. I steady the yoke, autopilot whining under the storm's weight, engines groaning. Timer, 38 minutes. The scientist's quantum work could shift the world, clean energy. A dagger to cartels, to shadow players. Someone wants it buried, and I'm their scapegoat, my past their weapon. The agency's shadow is thick, their omega signal in the bomb's code. A venom I know too well. My guilt's a blade, but I wield it now, my scar's a map. Flashbacks hit. Molly screams, Caldwell's cold eyes as he walked away, leaving me to burn. I shake them off. Focusing on the controls, my hands steady despite the ghosts. Spark nuzzles me, grounding my rage, his loyalty my fire. We save them. I say, voice steel, a vow to the dark. His eyes burn, agreeing. A spark in the black. The storm's a test, but I'm built for this, forged in betrayal, sharpened by scars. My chip's flaw is my map. I know its cracks, its secrets, its lies. I trace the circuits. Decoding traps with lethal calm, my mind a scalpel. The plane lurches, lightning carving shadows across the cockpit, a chiaroscuro stage. I counter, muscles taut, my piloting a dance with death. The scientists murmur, unaware of the ticking death below, their voices a distant hum. My duty's clear, protect, atone, defy. Timer, 36 minutes. The agency thinks I'm broken, a ghost they can erase. They're wrong. I'm Nyasha, a shadow player reborn, unseen, lethal. Sparks my edge, his loyalty my light in this black hole. The cockpit's lights flicker, my face a vow, no more ghosts. I probe the bomb's core, my past my weapon, my scars my guide. The storm's a black hole, daring me to falter. I don't. The sky's my battlefield, and I'll fight to the end, a ghost in their system. His tiny frame built for the impossible, his agility honed in Cairo, in Spetsnaz traps. Go. I whisper, voice a scalpel, cutting through the chaos. He darts into a vent. Claws clicking on slick metal, tail a blur in the dark. My heart's a drum, pounding, but I trust him. He slipped through grids, saved my skin in shadows. Now, he hunts the bomb's control chip, my tech, my curse, wired to kill. I kneel by the device, toolkit spread, lightning flashing through the porthole, painting my silhouette in chiaroscuro. A ghost in the system. The bomb's a maze, wires twisted like my past, each one a trap, a venom in the code. I trace them, my mind a grid, circuits, traps, timelines, a Spetsnaz blueprint. Sparks in the conduit, navigating where my hands can't reach, his small size my ace. The plane lurches, rain hammering like gunfire, testing my grip, my resolve. I steady it, hands surgical. Autopilot straining under the storm's weight. Timer, 33 minutes. Sparks chitter echoes. He's found it, a faint sound in the dark. My analyzer hums, ready for the chip. Its screen a beacon in the chaos. The storm's static could fry it. I've shielded the hole, a tiny warrior defying death, his eyes bright with purpose. Good boy. I breathe, voice low, steady, plugging the chip into the analyzer. The screen glows, my code, now a traitor. A ghost in the system. I decode its locks, fingers a blur, my mind slicing through encryption like a Spetsnaz blade. The scientist's murmurs drift from the cabin, a distant hum. They're clueless. Safe for now, their quantum work my duty. I seal the hold, back to the cockpit, my steps silent but sure, a shadow player's tread. Timer, 31 minutes. Sparks reconnaissance bought time. Lightning painting my face stark against the rain-slicked glass, a vow in chiaroscuro. Sparks' eyes burn, urging haste, his loyalty my fire. My past, Molly's ash, Caldwell's lies, taught me this. Every flaw's a key, every scar a guide. I hack the chip's core, my code a black hole swallowing the trap. Timer, 29 minutes. The scientist lives hang on us, Sparks' agility, my skill, our bond. I insert the chip back into the bomb, praying it holds, my hands steady despite the storm's roar. A green pulse flashes, progress, not victory, a step in the dark. The storm's a black hole, daring me to slip, to break. I don't. My silhouette's a vow, save them, atone. Spark nuzzles my hand, his trust my fuel, his claws a promise. The agency's shadow looms. Their Omega signal a poison in the code. I'm Nyasha, a ghost in their system, unseen, lethal, a shadow player reborn. The sky's chaos is my stage, and I'm ready to fight, to bury this trap. The storm's a predator, its claws tearing the plane's frame, a beast testing my will. I grip the yoke, lethal calm my shield, my scars a map of battles fought. Timer, 28 minutes. Sparks on the console, for spiked, eyes locked on me, his trust afire in the dark. The bomb's chip is in, but the storm's a wild card, static could trigger it, turn us to ash in a heartbeat. Lightning slashes the sky, my silhouette sharp against the rain-slicked glass, a ghost carved in chiaroscuro. Stay seated. I bark over the intercom, voice a blade cutting through the chaos. Sharp and sure. The scientists obey, their fear a distant hum, their laptops sliding in the turbulence, their quantum work unaware of the death below. I stabilize the plane. Auxiliary systems screaming under the storm's weight, engines groaning like wounded beasts. The bomb's a ghost in the hold, my past wired to kill, its failsafe humming like a venomous pulse. My mind's a grid. Threats, assets, timelines, a Spetsnaz blueprint for survival. I counter turbulence, hands surgical, my piloting a dance with death, a Spetsnaz maneuver honed in Cairo's alleys. The storm's not just weather. It's a shadow player, amplifying the agency's trap, a black hole of chaos. Rain's a barrage, blurring the horizon, each drop a challenge to my resolve. I recalibrate the shielding, protecting the chip from static's bite, my hands moving with lethal calm. Timer, 26 minutes. Sparks' chitter is my anchor, his loyalty my edge. His eyes afire in the dark. The plane dips, engine straining, a beast fighting to live. I pull up, muscles burning, my resolve unyielding, a vow carved in scars. Lightning carves the cockpit. A chiaroscuro stage for my fight, my face stark against the glass. The scientist's whispers grow tense, a hum of fear. I block them out, my fight's below, in the hold's dark heart. The bomb's sensitivity to motion is my enemy. Turbulence could end us, a spark in the wrong wire. I reroute power, strengthening the shielding, my code a scalpel slicing through danger. Timer, 24 minutes. The chip's holding, but the storm's relentless, a black hole daring me to break. I counter each gust, my piloting precise, lethal, a dance with the storm's claws. The cockpit's lights flicker, shadows dancing across my scarred face, a map of Molly, of Caldwell. My past, screams, betrayal, fuels me, but I bury it, focusing on the yoke. The scientist's quantum work is my redemption, their lives my duty to protect. I shield the hold, static dropping, my hands steady despite the chaos. Timer, 22 minutes. Spark's eyes burn. Urging haste, his claws a promise. I'm Nyasha, ghost in the system, forged in betrayal, sharpened by scars. The sky's a battlefield, a black hole of chaos, and I'm its hunter, ready to fight. To defy the storm and the shadows. The storm's a furnace, the cockpit my forge, a crucible of shadow and light. Timer, 21 minutes. Spark's claws grip the console, his eyes sharp as knives. A tiny warrior in the dark. A voice crackles through my headset, cold, venomous, a ghost from my past. Varek, my old partner, now a shadow player with a grudge. You can't outrun Molly, Nyasha. He sneers, his words a blade in my scars, cutting deep. My blood freezes, but I don't flinch, my resolve a steel wall. The bomb's chip opened his link, a shadow player's move, a trap in the system. Why, Varek? I snap, voice lethal, a scalpel cutting through the storm's roar. His laugh is glass, shattering, a sound from Cairo's alleys, from Molly's ash. Your chip burned me. Now you burn. My failure his blade. Timer, 19 minutes. I trace his signal, fingers a blur, my code a Spetsnaz strike slicing through his hack. The storm's lightning paints my silhouette, a ghost in the system. Unyielding, carved in chiaroscuro. Varek's revenge is personal, but the agency's shadow looms larger, their Omega signal in the code, a venom I know too well. I hack his link, weakening his grip. My mind a grid, threats, assets, timelines. The plane shakes, rain a relentless drum, pounding my resolve like gunfire. Sparks' chitter urges me on, his loyalty my fire. his eyes a beacon in the chaos. The scientist's quantum work could topple cartels, shift the world. Verek's their blade. But I'm sharper, a ghost forged in betrayal. You built this death, he taunts. His voice a ghost in my headset, a shadow from Mali. My mind's a grid, a Spetsnaz blueprint. I counter his hack, rerouting the Omega signal with surgical precision. A shadow player turned traitor, a knife in the dark. The storm's a black hole, amplifying his hate, its thunder a challenge. I stabilize the plane, my piloting a dance with death, precise, unyielding. Spark's eyes burn, my anchor in the chaos, his claws a vow. I overload Verek's signal, his curses fading like a dying star, a ghost in the system. The cockpit's shadows dance. My silhouette stark against the rain-slicked glass, a vow carved in scars. Timer, 15 minutes. The scientist's whispers grow, sensing the stakes, but not the truth, not the blade at their throats. I block them out, my fight with Verek personal, my scars his fuel, my past his weapon. I'm Nyasha, ghost in the system, and I'll bury his vengeance, save the scientists, and fight the shadows. Timer, 14 minutes. The storm's a beast, but Verek's signal is fading, my code cutting through his venom like a Spetsnaz blade. Then an alert stabs my console, a secondary layer in the bomb's code. Not Verek's, a deeper shadow. My heart sinks, a ghost waking in my chest, cold and sharp. It's the agency's Omega signal, my old masters, their betrayal a blade sharper than Verek's. Cutting through my scars. They wired this death, not him, their trap of venom in the system. The scientists' quantum work threatens their cartel allies, their power, they want it buried. And I'm their scapegoat, my past their weapon. Fury burns through my guilt, a fire in the dark, a vow to fight. Spark's claws tighten, sensing my shift, his eyes a beacon. They played us, I hiss. Voice a scalpel, cutting through the chaos. The cockpit's my war room, lightning carving my silhouette against the rain-slicked glass, a ghost in chiaroscuro. I dive into the code. Exposing their backdoor, my fingers a blur, my mind a grid. Threats, assets, timelines. The plane shakes, rain a barrage, pounding my resolve like gunfire. Timer, 12 minutes. The agency used my Mali failure, twisted my chip to kill, framing me as the fall guy, a ghost to erase. My mind's a Spetsnaz blueprint, my scars a map. I hack the Omega signal, countering their failsafe with surgical precision, my hands steady despite the storm's claws. Spark's eyes burn, urging haste, his loyalty my fire, his claws a vow. The storm's a black hole, amplifying their treachery, its thunder a challenge to my will. I stabilize the plane, auxiliary systems whining under the chaos, engines groaning. The scientists' murmurs rise, a hum of fear. I seal the cabin, shielding them from truth, from the blade at their throats. Timer, 10 minutes. I trace the agency's network, their secrets spilling like blood, a map of their betrayal. Verek was their pawn, my past their leverage, my chip their venom. I counter their failsafe, my code clashing like Spetsnaz blades in Cairo's alleys, sharp and sure. The cockpit's lights flicker. Shadows dancing across my scarred face, a vow in chiaroscuro. My silhouette's a promise, no more ghosts. Timer, 8 minutes. I need spark again. The chip's final override is buried deep in the hold's maze, a trap only he can reach. Go. I whisper, voice lethal, a blade in the dark. He darts to the hold, a blur of fur. His agility my edge, his claws a promise. The storm roars, lightning framing my resolve, my face a map of scars. I'm Nyasha, betrayed but unbroken, a ghost in their system, a shadow player reborn. The scientists' lives are my redemption, their quantum work my duty to protect. I'll expose the agency, bury their shadows, and fight another day, a hunter in the dark. The hold's a tomb. The bomb's timer a cold, unblinking eye, 7 minutes. The storm's claws tear the plane, a beast testing my will, but I'm forged in fire, unyielding. Sparks my blade. Clutching the reprogrammed chip, my last shot to kill this ghost, this venom in the system. Now, I whisper, voice a scalpel, cutting through the chaos. He darts to a conduit. Claws gripping slick cables, tail a blur in the dark, his agility honed in Cairo, and Spetsnaz traps. The plane lurches, rain a war drum, pounding my resolve like gunfire. My silhouette's a ghost. Lightning carving shadows in chiaroscuro, a vow in the dark. Sparks my edge, his tiny frame built for the impossible, slipping through grids where my hands can't reach. The chip's slot is a maze. Wired to kill if we slip, a trap wearing my face. I monitor the timer, my analyzer humming, my mind a grid. Circuits, traps, timelines, a Spetsnaz blueprint. Spark climbs a swaying cable. A tiny warrior defying the storm's chaos, his eyes bright with purpose. Timer, 6 minutes. My heart's a drum, pounding, but I trust him, my anchor in the black. The storm's static could fry the chip. I've shielded the hold, but it's a gamble, a roll of the dice. Spark reaches the core, prying the slot with surgical precision, his paws steady despite the turbulence. A green pulse flashes. Contact. A spark in the dark. I hack the failsafe, fingers a blur. My code a Spetsnaz strike slicing through the agency's venom. The plane rocks. Lightning painting my face stark against the rain-slicked glass, a vow carved in scars. The scientist lives hang on us. Spark's agility, my skill, our bond forged in Cairo's shadows. I counter, my code a black hole swallowing their trap, my scars a map. Spark scrambles back, nuzzling my hand, his trust my fuel, his claws a promise. The cockpit's my forge. Shadows dancing across my scarred face, a vow in chiaroscuro. I seal the hold, stabilizing the plane with lethal calm, my piloting a dance with death. Timer, for minutes. The chip's holding. A shadow player reborn. The scientist whispers fade. They're safe. For now, their quantum work my duty. The agency's shadow looms. Their omega signal a poison I must kill. The sky's chaos is my stage, my silhouette a vow. Save them, atone. I'm Nyasha, and I'll bury this trap, no matter the cost. Timer, 3 minutes. The storm's a furnace, the plane my crucible. A battlefield of shadow and light. I'm Nyasha, ghost in the system, hands locked on the console, my scars a map of battles fought. Sparks on my shoulder, fur damp, eyes fierce as fire. His claws a vow. The chip's in, but the agency's failsafe pulses, a viper fighting to strike, a venom in the code. Varric's voice crackles, desperate, a ghost in my headset. You're done, Nyasha. I stabilize the plane, hands surgical, rain a relentless drum pounding my resolve. The scientists' lives hang on me. Their quantum work my redemption, my duty. Timer, 2 minutes. I dive into the bomb's core, countering the omega signal with lethal calm, my mind a grid, threats, assets, timelines. My past, Molly's screams, Caldwell's cold betrayal, fuels me, a fire in my scars. The plane lurches, auxiliary systems screaming under the storm's claws, engines groaning like wounded beasts. I steady it, my piloting a dance with death, precise, unyielding. Varric's hack falters. His curse is fading like a dying star, a ghost in the system. I overload his signal, my code a black hole swallowing his venom, a Spetsnaz blade cutting through lies. Timer, 1 minute. The chip's green pulse holds, but the failsafe fights, a venom I must kill. I reroute power, my tech a scalpel slicing through the agency's trap, my scars a map. The storm roars. Lightning painting my face stark, my silhouette a vow carved in scars. Spark's chitter is my fire, his loyalty my edge, his claws a promise. The scientists are silent, their trust in me unspoken. Their quantum work a beacon I protect. I break the failsafe, my code locking the bomb's core with surgical precision, a final strike. A pulse, silence. Timer, stopped. The bomb's dead. Its ghost buried in the hold. I exhale, hands trembling, my scars burning with purpose. The cockpit's shadows soften, rain easing to a whisper, a faint echo of the storm's fury. Spark nuzzles my cheek, a quiet victory in his eyes, his trust my anchor. I guide the plane, the storm's chaos fading, the sky clearing to a bruised purple, a canvas of scars. The scientist's work is safe, my redemption won in the dark, a silent triumph. But the agency's shadow lingers, their betrayal a blade yet to answer, a venom in the system. I'm a ghost. And ghosts leave no footprints, only justice. The sky's my stage, and I'm ready for the next fight, a shadow player reborn. The storm's a whisper now, the plane gliding toward Earth like a ghost. Silent and sure. The timer's dead, The bomb a corpse in the hold. Its ghost buried, its venom drained. I'm Nyasha, shadow player, hands steady on the yoke, my scars a map of battles won. Spark curls on the console, his eyes bright with pride, his claws a vow, his loyalty my fire. The scientists, safe in the cabin, chatter softly, a hum of relief, clueless of the abyss they skirted. The death I killed. My victory's silent. Ghosts don't boast, don't leave footprints, only justice. The runway's lights glint through the mist, a beacon in the dark, a promise of ground. I land. Wheels kissing tarmac with surgical precision, my piloting a Spetsnaz maneuver honed in Cairo's alleys. My scars, Molly, Caldwell, burn with purpose, a fire in the dark. The agency's betrayal is a blade in my chest, their Omega signal, a venom I've neutralized. They used my chip, my failure, to orchestrate this death, framing me as their fall guy, a ghost to erase. I'm their shadow, but I hold their secrets, a knife in the dark. I copy the bomb's data chip, its logs a map of their treachery, Varric's link, the Omega signal, the cartel's shadow. I destroy the original, my hands steady, my mind a grid, threats, assets, timelines, a Spetsnaz blueprint. Spark nuzzles my hand, his trust my anchor, his eyes a fire in the chaos. The cockpit's dark, my silhouette sharp against a single light's glow, a vow in chiaroscuro. I power down, rain a soft echo on the fuselage, a whisper of the storm's fury. The scientists disembark, their smiles blind to my fight, their quantum work preserved, a beacon I protected. I stay, the chip in my pocket a weight heavier than steel, a blade against the agency. They'll bury this. Blame the storm, erase their tracks, but I'm marked, a ghost they'll hunt. I'm no prey, no pawn. Spark's ready, his claws a promise to fight beside me, his loyalty my edge. I step into the night. Swallowed by shadows, the airfields silence my canvas, my stage. The scientists' lives are my redemption, their quantum work a dagger to cartels, a truth I've saved. But the agency's hydra waits. Its head's coiled in the dark, its venom poised. I'll cut them, one by one, with the chip's truth, a Spetsnaz strike in the shadows. Sparks my edge, his loyalty my map, his eyes a fire in the black. The sky's clear, stars a promise of battles to come, a canvas of scars. I'm Nyasha, forged in betrayal, sharpened by scars, a ghost in their system, ready to fight. I'm Nyasha, shadow player, slipping into the night like a ghost, unseen, lethal. The airfield fades, its lights dying sparks in the dark, a canvas of silence. Spark clings to my shoulder, his eyes scanning the shadows. His claws a vow, his loyalty my fire. The data chip's a blade in my pocket, heavy with the agency's sins, Omega logs, Varric's betrayal, my setup as their scapegoat, a ghost to erase. The plane's a ghost behind me, its hold a tomb for their trap, a venom I've killed. The scientists are safe, their quantum work a beacon that could burn empires, topple cartels. But I'm marked. A ghost hunted by shadow players, a target in their system. I climb into a jeep, engine growling low, a pulse in the silence, a Spetsnaz rhythm. Spark's warmth is my anchor. His trust my edge in this black hole. The road stretches, a black ribbon to nowhere, my mind a grid, threats, assets, timelines, a blueprint for war. The agency's a hydra. Expose one head, two grow. A venomous beast. I need allies, shadows like me, ghosts who fight back, unseen, lethal. The chip's my leverage, proof of their treachery, a map to their network, a Spetsnaz strike waiting. Spark chitters, urging patience, his instincts sharp as mine, his eyes a fire in the dark. I nod, my silhouette sharp against the dashboard's glow, a vow carved in chiaroscuro. The stars above are a map, my war's blueprint, a canvas of scars. The scientists' quantum work could shift the world, topple cartels, rewrite power. The agency wants it buried, wants me erased. I'm their ghost, but ghosts strike back, leave no footprints, only justice. I recall Molly's ash, Caldwell's cold eyes, my scars, my fuel, a fire in my chest. The jeep hums, swallowing the night. Each mile a step toward truth, toward war. I'm no prey, no pawn. I'm the hunter, a shadow player reborn. Spark's claws grip my jacket, a silent promise, a vow to fight beside me. I'll dismantle the agency, thread by thread, their secrets my weapon, their venom my blade. The road's mine, each turn a choice. Expose them now, or vanish deeper into the shadows. Sparks trust answers. We fight, together, a Spetsnaz unit in the dark. My past is my blade, my redemption my fire, my scars my map. The sky's clear, but storms loom, a black hole waiting. A challenge to my will. I'm Nyasha, forged in betrayal, sharpened by scars, a ghost in their system, ready for the next fight, the next war. I'm Nyasha, a ghost who fought a storm and won. A shadow player reborn. My story, sky of sacrifice, carves a truth in blood and scars. Redemption's a blade, forged in courage, sharpened by sacrifice, a fire in the dark. I faced my ghosts, Molly's screams, Caldwell's betrayal, in a sky torn by lightning, a black hole of chaos. The bomb, my tech twisted, was my past's venom, wired to kill, a scar reborn. I disarmed it. Saved the scientists, their quantum work a beacon preserved, a dagger to cartels. Spark, my tiny warrior, climbed cables, his agility a spark in the shadows, his loyalty a fire that lit my way. His small paws shifted fate, proving no allies too small to fight, no trust too weak to win. The agency's betrayal cut deep, their omega signal a poison I turned to ash. A Spetsnaz strike in the system. My mistakes, Molly's ash, Caldwell's lies, didn't chain me. My actions freed me, a vow carved in scars. I'm a ghost, leaving no footprints, only justice. A shadow player's triumph. My fight was silent, my redemption a blade in the dark. You can fight, too. Face your shadows, wield your scars, strike with purpose, a Spetsnaz blade in the chaos. Sparks trust taught me. Loyalty lights the darkest storms, a fire in the black. The sky was my stage, my scars my map. Let yours guide you to truth, to war. Join my war, be a ghost in their system. A shadow player reborn. Share sky of sacrifice on Channel Life Moral Tales. Uncover the agency's shadows, their venom, their lies. Stand with me and Spark. Fight for truth, for redemption. Unseen but unstoppable. Will you rise, a hunter in the dark, to challenge the black hole?